Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. And yes, I am going to discuss on the topic of what the title is for this stream. So, I am going to be debunking this flawlessly and perfected. Without further ado, let's see what they try to argue. Alright, so according to what I am shown, people like to use to disqualify for tier zero measures. Do they have a physical body? Ooh, if they have physical body, they can't be tier zero. Why? I'm putting. You could just put that into question. If they actually say your definition, I mean the definition, then you can just respond with this, which I cooked up. We can resolve this via eptonism. If we take a tier zero being, then we take the ontological error theory, which could be we could take the infinity thesis, which can be done through meta ontological error theory, and then what is meta ontological error theory? Meta ontological error theory is basically that every judgment of what the nature of the ontology and the schematics of what it means to be just maps to zero, aka everything you say about it, it is false. If we take error theory, then a projection may be done to allow for a truth sentences, so we can avoid the liar's paradox. So incarnation equals projection equals basically how we understand the object within a language, how we express it. So yeah, that just gives enough reason for something like a material project to hold the same values in the system of identity, aka not, I was about to say living well, that's low tier. And how it links to Platonism equals that this was derived from the attributes that are fundamentally given to a fair theoretic object that for all of judgments onto it. This is true by analytical virtue. If we take the Apeiron definition, we take the infinity thesis, which can be done through meta-ontological error theory. So we could just say that it's analytic through the definition of Apeiron. And if you disagree with this, anybody in the chat, I'll just ask you what alternate schematics do you suppose for meta-ontology? If you do not take my error theoretic position that avoids issues such as the liar's paradox via objects projecting attributes equivalents in the domain of discourse and language, I would like to know, what is it? So, even then, in conclusion, just because you have a physical body doesn't disqualify your ontological status. So we could just assume that with Occam's razor that we have, physical bodies doesn't disqualify you for tier zero. That's why potentially getting my goats, Goku, Mario, Springtrap, all of them motherfuckers to tier zero because of it. And if you fucking say that, they're bounded by dimensions. No, the fuck they aren't. I have literal arguments that they fucking transcend the concept of dimensionality. No, I'm not using Otherworld. I'm using the living world. No, I'm not using the fucking planet in Mario, which is actually very easy to use because Mario's world is a fantasy world, and fantasy by definition literally fucking means imagination. Imagination is derived from logical necessities, as they are grounded in a logical concept that would just make them like 1T because they're bounded by 1T measures. So Mario's world being a fantasy world would just make it fucking 1T, which is the planet Earth Mario. And we could assume this because I have a scan for it. So let me just send that shit, my boy. Do-do-do-dop, skibidi-dop, bop, bop. Look at this. Link the travel guide is ready to take tourists to exciting farewell places, even to fantasy lands like the Super Mario Land. What is fantasy defined as? The faulty of activity of imagining things, especially that things that are impossible and improbable. Wow! You want to know what that means? That means Mario's world is an impossible and improbable world, which would actually fit 1T Type 2 on PSW. Easy. So yeah, there's just that. I'm gonna invite more people to my stream because why not? Do 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 do. So yeah, Mario's world is a fantasy world. That's the only shit you're getting. Which already next Sonic's in 5S. Oh yeah, I do have to mention this. There is a structure within Sonic's verse that actually is high 1T plus, but you want to know what's funny? Nobody scales to it. We are calling this the source of all. You might know what I'm talking about. The source of all has high 1T plus measures, but Sonic, Solaris, nobody in the verse scales to it. If you use the Ian Fleeing statement where he says Sonic did destroy the source of all, no, that would get contradicted by his earlier statements. Oh my god, Lilith joined me. What's up, man? The title is so tough. All projections. It is easily accepted for logical theories. Look, I can't. Everything is essentially an illusion of perceived by Sonic scaling is so ass. Big fan. Yeah. I already explained how I just use meta-ontological error theory in the infinity thesis. Yeah. I also want to come out on something. I can't really speak well due to my condition. Like, I can't like say. I think it's dyslexia. So there's that. So if I say the words wrong, it's just my dyslexia, bro. Like I understand the words, I just can't say them right. Anyways, I do want to address more Sonic scaling and debunking it because in my last streams ago, I debunked Big Sonic 2 Multi Solar System Plus and in his super form Infinite 5D. So, what is there to address? I'll give you a guess. Go on, guess. Oh yes, I have a large vocabulary, but a mass effort. I think it has to do. Yeah, I think I have the same problem. But yeah, what are we going to address today? What is the main thing that got Sonic to outer? What is the main thing? I already addressed Solaris, so we don't have to do that. I already addressed White Space, we don't have to do that. So what is the main thing that gets Sonic to outer? Ian Flynn. Ian Flynn has consistently made Sonic outer, but is the consistency true? No, it's not. as you can see within his videos, right? He and he is implying that he is confused on what they're saying, like model realism, extended model realism, all of that. He's confused. That doesn't really make him knowledgeable on the said topic. So I think we can just deduce it that it's just he just doesn't have knowledge on the topic. Like he's not knowledgeable. So we can't really use statements like that. Even the concept of time shit. He's literally saying sure, yeah, sure. You want to know what sure is defined as? Confident in what one thinks or knows. He's literally just confident. He thinks he knows shit. He doesn't. Wait, hold on. Let me read this. Trigger warning for mentioning Sonic's unreliable statement factor. Alright. Even then, Ian Flynn, who is so unreliable, literally said Kid Goku tail would fucking neg Sonic. I'm not joking. The literal title of the video literally states, "Is Sonic even on level Kid Goku's level?" Anyway, what statements am I talking about in this video? Alright. Not video. Fucking Christ. I will be talking about every Ian Flynn statement there is and has existed, which is through Mike Ibarra's playlist on Ian Flynn statements. And Percival, who I negged one time. So I will be getting these statements. Without further ado, let's just go to it, I guess. Because why? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see what we should go first. Which one should we do first? Hold on. Let me share my screen. Hold on. It's gonna be tough. Hold on. Which one should we do? Oh, shit. There we go. Look at the title. Is Sonic even on Kid Goku's level? That's diabolical. That's diabolical. That's contradicted. Yeah, this is easily contradicted by this video. Which one should we do, guys? Yeah, Neoplatonism doesn't really exist in Sonic. Just because something's just because there's like an eternal kingdom in it, because I know what you're talking about, it could just refer to how should I say this? Eternal has many, many definitions. How should I address this? It could literally just be like existing forever without your beginning. It could just literally just it should always just have been existing. That's it. Eternal doesn't equate to immutable. I agree. Um, Whoever thinks that is automatic low tier and it's a tier 9 and should never be on power scaling ever again. All right, let's address this one.
Here's one from the Might of Gerbera. Being an eternal god of time and seeing what he's done and was going to do according to the game and Prima Guide, could Solaris destroy the concept of space-time?
No.
Yes.
Where's that backed up in? He immediately assumes yes. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Why? I'll make this statement reliable, okay? But the previous things he has said but even after this, he's just like, "Oh, I don't know. Oh, sure." Also, I don't think Ian Flynn is reliable whatsoever, even though I was just explaining it like a dumbass. That doesn't fucking fulfill. Even then, the concept of space and time doesn't really automatically mean it's outer. You want to know why? Y'all want to know why? I bet y'all want to know why. Concepts of space and time doesn't always equate to abstractions of space and time, which usually gets to outer, usually the abstractions of space and time. But the concept of space and time just refers to a union of space and time in a single dimensional continuum. This was literally proposed by Herman Minkowski in 1908. That's easy, light work. The three dimensions of space are combined with one dimension of time. We can assume this as we literally see as there's literal like space time continuums in Sonic, Archie, game, IDW, all of that. I don't even think Sonic even has infinite possibilities. That's the problem. Most of the shit that you see for endless possibilities are on game covers that are being like metaphorical or hyperbolic. I'm not calling it hyperbole. That's so weird. Oh no.
We believe education should hold practical value. But what does that mean? Well,
All right, our next question comes from the Imagine Breaker 1-2.
Why are you having Kyle answer this? He's literally more unreliable than fucking Ian. Like, what the fuck?
1-2-1-2. This is a very long question, so bear with me. I know this topic has been asked or referred to a lot. I've watched a Bumblecast like most people here. Well, I hope so if you're answering this question or if you're asking this question. But I've gone through interviews and forums and can't seem to shake it together. In forums, you say Game Sonic is a part of the Archie multiverse, but in real life, in our perspective, it is the base canon, whereas Archie is the center of it. In interviews, you've said that Sega allowed you to place an adaptation of the games in comic form in the Archie multiverse to keep the consistency, like Sonic X, called Another Time, Another Place, which you claimed is in the same canon as the games, and we could call the Sega Sonic universe and could be deemed so. So in your own
What the fuck are you yapping about? Holy shit, get straight to the point.
works in the description of Sonic Universe, of course, it is described as being another different world that's like and beyond what we know to the game world.
Oh, it's just parallel world shit. Okay. Well, let's
There's also one more complication as well. Sonic Boom game/TV show is treated by Sega to be a parallel universe to the game continuity, like the Ultimates is to the 616 universe of Marvel. And in your run of Sonic Boom, it's a claim that the comics takes place in the same universe
Oh my
existence
God,
as said
hurry
game's TV show of Boom.
up.
And according to the sources I've read, it's parallel universes in relation to Archie, Sonic, Mega Man X, Zero, etc. So that would mean it's a parallel to Archie, Sonic, and Game Sonic? How does that work? They are their own thing in retrospect, but they've all interacted at some point or another. Is Sega being nuts
Oh my God, whoever wrote this comment, I'm killing them.
again? Or was this an unintended map? Is Another Time, Another Place universe the Game Sonic
Just say there's parallel worlds. It's not that hard.
universe? Is it another timeline? Can I just say, this is me, Kyle, editorializing here. That was one sentence for like most of that paragraph. So, Imagine Breaker, if I could make a suggestion, periods, the little dot that goes at the end of sentences, periods. You use a lot of commas, not enough periods. So, periods, please. Thank you.
It's a moot point since that book is over.
I'm about to start fucking.
But I'm not getting out of it that easy, am I? In terms of the comics continuity, the comics universe was the central reality and all others were offshoots of it.
Cool.
The another time, another place stories are all their own realities,
Okay.
even if they're very similar.
Wait a minute. If they're wait. If they're all their own periods. Wait a minute. Did this motherfucker just debunk that did this motherfucker actually just debunk that RG Boom IDW movies are not in the same timeline, but they're in their own separate timelines? With their own multi cosmology? Run by me that one more time.
Another place stories are all their own reality.
Ian Flynn, you're a fucking idiot.
Even if they're very similar to the games they're based on. General rule of thumb, if it's a different form of media, treat it as a parallel universe.
Yeah, he just fucking conceded that they're not fucking connected. He's literally conceding that they're in their own separate universes or like realities, which doesn't really correlate to them being a connected multiverse. So holy fucking shit, what is Maida Gabora and Percival doing? I wouldn't say My Little Pony. Well, I don't know where My Little Pony skills do. I heard like 5B arcs, but Supersonic bare minimum in like his super form. I already said that shit. Is like infinite 5D, and in his base form, he's like multi solar system plus. I mean, this I think this was already established, like N being the strongest Sonic has ever fought. But okay. Let's see the Ian Flynn statements. That's not bottle realism. Just because the possibilities are the way things could have been could literally just be referenced as the fucking many worlds interpretation of Arif Hugh or whatever the fuck Everett, which doesn't correlate to Max Tegmark's version. You want to know what Everett's many worlds interpretation skills to? Universal. Wow, laws of physics scales nowhere.
File your tax.
All right, guys, Platonism exists. Oh no.
Taxes 100% free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with.
Here's a question from the Might of Gabura. So in a Bumblecast Live.
You notice how every time this fucking dick sucking pedophile always wants Sonic to get high? That's crazy. No wonder why I'm upscaling Mario.
Have you said platonism can/could maybe
could remember that word, and maybe remember that word
exist in the world of Sonic? I think it can, but not in the way of everything is not real. But the doctrine that abstract objects like ideas, numbers, concepts, thoughts, and etc. exist. Is this agreeable?
Works for me.
Sure, I do.
Wow, works for him. Wow, all that's not even what platonic concepts are, fucking retard. This isn't tough, bro. Can someone tell me what platonic concepts were defined as? I'll let someone answer this. Anyone? Because they're not fucking. That's no. They're not abstract. No. Well, sure, they're abstract, but they're not all of that shit. No. I know he's barely agreeing to the idea, but like, Can someone tell me what platonism is? Because Mighty Gabura's platonism definition is so ass. Thank you. You just solved the entire debunk of this. Thank you. Confirms dimensions in Sonic contains different dimensions, concepts of dimensions and time. Wow. Thanks for saying that dimensions are bare minimum 4D. Well, not bare minimum 4D. They're just 4D. Sonic doesn't scale to them in his base form, though. Ian Flynn confirms Sonic has all concepts and knowledge of numbers. Cool. Prove they have a physical existence. Therefore, I can just say that mathematics in that context can't be instantaneous within an objective reality. Therefore, it would just be 0D. So thanks for confirming 0D objects exist. Concepts of logic, mathematical yep, my point still stands. 4D. Hey, don't downplay my boy Type 4 Multiverse, though. Hold up.
Not much longer
Also,
now,
there
and
isn't
I
any
will
proof
also
that a
take to
fucking
the
Type 4
skies.
Multiverse exists, bro. Like, come on.
Me too.
You?
I already debunked most of the mathematical shit for the fucking verse, so.
No, you will always be a worm.
Just wait and see.
Bro, ain't nobody give a fuck about Red
Red Bull
Bull.
gives you wings.
Monster Energy is better.
Hello,
Fuck
guys.
you.
It's the Mighty Gebra
God damn.
here, showing you guys that Ian Flynn confirmed that Sonic's multiverse can possibly be described as a level 4 multiverse.
Cool. It could possibly. Oh my god! He's appealing to the possibilities. A Type 4 multiverse is either multiplex or high 1T, but I have them at tier 0 because how the platonic concepts are described. Platonic concepts, well, yes, they do contain like the holographic principle, which contains platonic concepts, which platonic concepts are beyond epistemic description shit, so. I have most of my reps having Type 4 multiverses, like Mario, potentially Goku, Mario. I just said Mario. Creepypasta. That's it.
And that the concepts of duality and plurality exist in Sonic.
No, they don't.
Enjoy.
We got this question here from Sonic Man. There's a multiverse level theory that asserts that there are mathematical spaces / universes and or universes that are mathematics, and places like that exist in
DDLC. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sonic's.
I mean, it already does contain it because of how the DDLC universe is treated. It's not 0D. It's the mathematical concepts like. DDLC is described as computable universe theory. Computable universe theory is basically. Hold on, I kind of forgot. It suggests that the universe may be fundamentally a digital computation device. This was presupposed by Conrad Zuse in 1969. Pause. Paul states that there exists a program capable of computing the universe's relation. But why does this matter? Yeah, I know it's actualized mathematical info. I actually have proof that Mario has like all branches of mathematics, but when I debate people on it, they always say it's etrometic. Even then, metrometic is different from the main etrometic in Mario. So, the computable universe theory is also connected to level 4 multiverse theory. So. So yeah. Also, that would Paul state that there's infinite universes. Infinite universes within DDLC that are transfinitely layered due to It's stated that each universe. Yeah, that's fucking tough. So. I was going to say that a Type 4 multiverse actually grants a structure transfinite amount of layers. The reason why is multi-layered reality theory. Multi-layered reality theory basically Paul states that hold on. It basically states on what grounds can we make each other these selections. It would be wrong to say that reality is in fact a construct of multitude of layers, each with different consistency and evidence, each real and providable, therefore each titled to be called reality. Hence, conscious can change reality just by being aware of it. In this context, if we will also take into account that the story of creation and see how it fits this context. By this definition alone, the theory of a multi-layered reality being real or being thought as real, the layers would be transfinite. And since math universes contains all mathematical structures, transfinite numbers, infinite numbers, because some mathematical structures have these numbers, meaning each universe has a transfinite amount of layers, which are type 4 multiverses. So there's 5 universes. I say there's infinite, but okay.
Multiverse, like the cyberspace in Sonic Frontiers. So can that multiverse level be used to describe Sonics?
Maybe.
I fucking knew it. This is why I'm the GOAT for real. I'm literally the GOAT for real. I'm literally the fucking GOAT of debunking Sonic. Oh my god. He literally said maybe, therefore we can dismiss all of his fucking arguments. I'm not joking. Because if you say maybe that X exists, you're literally appealing to the possibility that it could exist. It could. That doesn't really necessitate that it actually has an actualization. Therefore, we can dismiss this as a non sequitur, as the argumentation doesn't logically follow for conclusions. That's how non sequitur is defined. Easy. Why are these so easy? Like, bro, this is why Sonic fans, Sonic fans. Ian supposes the kid. If you suppose, okay.
The general gives you a break.
No.
To keep you covered.
Yeah, whether it's on your car insurance
or taking a break from being the auto-tune guy.
There's one from Ultra Killmonger. There's similarities between the Chaos Force and Plato's world of forms or ideas.
Oh my god, they're just similar. That doesn't really mean that they're just fucking the exact same thing. I could say I'm similar to my friend, but does that mean I'm actually my friend? No.
For example, and you can confirm, they're outside of concepts of space and time, non-physical and contained concepts, such as the concept of eternity in the comic.
Buddy. Son. Son. Hold up. What did you just define platonic realism to be? Hold on. Repeat that one more time.
And contained concepts, such as the concept of eternity in the comic.
Son. Let me read my comments. Sonic scales are all ass besides some of my friends, but I was Spectral. We could low-key try to collab to make a DDLC scaling video. Obviously, I'm cool with it. Just give me the time and date, and I'll do it. I most likely will do a live stream of it though, so because I can't really do videos.
So, is it platonic in that sense?
I suppose.
Oh, cool. What's suppose mean? In his little if he literally uses Grice's razor, I don't care how the fuck. If he literally uses Grice's razor, you're assuming that something is the case on the basis of evidence or probability, but without proof or certain knowledge. Oh my god! Oh my god! Let's read what suppose means. Assume that something is the case on the basis of evidence or probability, but without proof or certain knowledge. Let's continue. Wow, concept of infinity and omega. Subjective concepts. Because why? Because I just said that mathematics and Sonic can't be instantaneous within an objective reality. I'm saying they do exist. Yes, they do exist, but I'm saying that it's not. It doesn't have a physical existence. They don't have like a concrete existence. Let me read my comments. Eternity equals model realism. Drinking equals completonism. It's compatible with model realism. Let's see.
Whether you're in an office, a bakery, or a construction site, 1-800-GOT-JUNK can make your junk disappear.
Here's a question from the Might of Gabura. There's this philosophy
Hello.
that possible worlds exist or are real.
Hold on. This could be David Lewis's This could be David Lewis's model realism. Yes, you can get it to 1T by my argument that I made a long time ago. Well, I haven't made the argument. I was taught by Sarami. But like this could be David Lewis's model realism, which is literally just, I'm not joking, 4D. I'm not joking. That could just be 4D. I'm sorry. Use Quinn's model realism. That's better.
We've seen possible paths in Sonic before, like with CD and Shadow the Hedgehog, implied to be actual. So is it compatible with that philosophy?
Sure.
That context you literally described model realism isn't really model realism, you fucking dumbass retard. Yeah, you're still saying sure. What does sure that mean in that definition? You want to know? Confident in confident in what one thinks or knows, having no doubt that one is right. That's, oh my god. This is why even Sans and Eggs fucking Sonic, bro. I plan to discuss Sans scaling, or Undertale scaling, having Schopenhauer's philosophy, Type 4 multiverses, collective unconscious, metaphysics, etc.
I mean, we have, an established Blazes alternate dimension.
Yeah, I'm fucking done. Ian Flynn, you're a fucking retard. That is not model realism.
Although that's not really a parallel to Sonic's, I guess.
Oh, nice one.
Prime is kind of touching upon that with the Shatterverse.
No, that's just a fucking that's just an infinite multi universes, bro. Fuck off. Ian Flynn, why do you have to be such a retard? What the fuck? Where's all my fuck? Whatever. This verse next Sonic, by the way.
Here's a question from the Might of Gabura. The Emeralds are said to control and warp time and space, but beyond that, they can contest against the power of the stars.
Wow, star level.
Which manages parallel worlds and dimensions on its power alone. It has enough power to restore Solaris, a deity that 1 devours timelines and dimensions, 2 is a higher / super / beyond dimensional being.
Oh wow, we're taking super dimensional context of Okay, you know what? Fuck this entire video, bro. When will we learn that super dimensional is not outer? When will we learn that? I know what he's talking about. When will we learn that? When will we learn? It literally just means. Oh my god, bro. It literally just means higher dimensions beyond the higher dimensions.
And 3 transcends time according to the O6 script.
Cool,
Back to his
4D.
full power. Can
That would actually debunk Sonic Supersonic to fucking 4D because he's still affected by Solaris, who transcends time.
resist mechanisms from Time Eater that
And he can't even defeat fucking Solaris. He has to defeat his weak point, so that's just ass.
obliterates and/or erases color, time, and space. Then places things caught in the crossfire in a weird time and erases color, time, as well as allow a person to will things like thoughts and ideas into reality. Sonic 06. So, what are the capabilities according to Sega? They sound completely balanced to me and are the ultimate MacGuffins, it seems.
More or less, I mean, a lot of that can be covered in just the idea that the power can bring one's hopes and wishes into reality. So if you have Sonic who wishes to have the power to stop Eggman, you get Supersonic. If you have Solaris who wishes to wreck everything, you know, that's the power that it grants something of that innate power.
You know what? I'll concede to this. But there's something I have a problem with. This gets contradicted by the Sonic 06 guidebook stating that Sonic needs to hit Solaris' weak points in his super form with 3 of his friends just to defeat him, which would kind of contradict the Chaos Emeralds being able to wreck everything. They can't wreck Solaris. I also said that the end was the strongest. No, I was being a retard. Solaris is. No, the fuck he isn't. He is not high. Wait, what? At least Supersonic is high. No, yeah, that's fine. Just give me the fucking playlist, bro.
When the Sonic
Astral planes can literally just mean in context of it being non-physical. This is so fucking ass. I guess I'll debunk astral planes.
All right. Here's one from the High Ground 33. In the RG Encyclopedia, it's stated that Matthias can astral project, implying that there are astral planes in Archie Sonic's world.
Astral project. Well, guess what? You want to know what an astral plane is defined as? It's just a non-physical realm. It's the astral plane is just a spiritual and non-physical realm. And it's just associated with spiritual experiences, dreams, and astral projection. Which literally just means so he's literally just conceding that there's this spiritual and non-physical planes within each universe, which actually isn't that doesn't even really scale anywhere, if I'm being honest. Because they're still bounded by dreams, which are universes. Oh yes, I'll concede that dreams are universes, so Sonic fans doesn't come after me because they want their precious dreams to be universes. So yeah, the plane would just be universal.
or the Sonic multiverses. So, with there being infinite possibilities and infinite variations,
There's no infinite well, there is infinite possibilities, but they're mostly hyperbolic.
would there be an astral plane in all zones?
Presumably, yeah.
Oh my god, presumably. What does that definition mean? By reasonable assumption. You're just still assuming. Dreams are wishes, not real universes. Okay, so 0D then, bet. um, wait, I found the definition of assume. I mean, presumably. It literally means used to say what you think is likely the situation. That's kind of ass in itself because Ian Flynn is literally just assuming again. Because god damn it, he can't fucking say things that are right.
And with the infinite possibilities of the multiverse, there would be ones without.
Yeah, get the fuck off my screen. Who the fuck said that the dreams were collective unconscious?
It's more than
If anything, if literally anything, Mario has collective unconscious and platonism and neoplatonism. Every fucking concept exists in Mario. I just found that out. I have Mario scaling so high that he's the literal closest character in fiction to negging fucking creepypasta.
safe.
And I
It's
have
the first
creepypasta in top 1 fiction.
thing people notice about.
Here's a question
Okay.
from The Shimmer. In Archie's Sonic Shuffle tie-in, it was stated that Imaginary World can support the existence of extra/higher dimensional worlds.
Oh, cool. But that gets debunked by a. Well, I would say it gets debunked. Hold on.
So is it safe to say that the concepts of extra/higher dimensions exist in Archie Sonic's world?
Sure.
Okay. We already know why this gets debunked. Who wants to say it for me? What is the definition of sure? What is the definition of sure? I want everyone to tell me real quick. Definition is I don't know. Oh my god, every Sonic fan is joining. This must be my lucky day. Anyways, sure means in context. Sure means confident in what one thinks or knows, having no doubt that one is right. So he's literally just assuming that he's right without any probable evidence. So we could just deduce this to be a non sequitur. So easy. Also, Imaginary World is parallel to the entire multiverse of Sonic, which is like fucking 4D, I guess, infinite 4D. So
I guess.
sure, I guess. He guesses. He guesses. Guess definition. Guess definition. What's the definition of guess? Suppose something without suggested information to be sure of being correct. Wow. Just wow.
That's what they said.
No, that's not what they said. You're just lying. This is y'all goats, by the way. Whoever is a Sonic fan supports this guy. I'm not. Oh, I addressed the other argumentations of I already addressed the argumentations last time in my other stream when I debunked Sonic to like in his base form multi solar system plus to infinite 5D in his super form. So I'm just addressing the Ian Flynn statements. Well, I already addressed most of them, so in proper conclusion, Ian Flynn is unknowledgeable and unreliable in the certain topics. He is just saying sure, I guess, presumably, etc. So, in conclusion, any statement that you use for Vita Gabura or Ian Flynn, etc., so falls under non sequitur because their prerequisites doesn't logically follow for the adequate of the conclusions. Wow. And he also, I don't think you should use Ian Flynn to scale debunk Sonic. Why? Because I already addressed that I addressed many things. What else do I need to address? Because I'm about to move on to some Mario scaling. Because I'm probably gonna do it early. So, what's up? What am I missing? Ness wins all. Yep, it sure does. All right. In conclusion, the prerequisite of Ian Flynn being reliable is false, as we are shown within the videos. He is barely agreeing on said topics and prerequisites of the other people. So we could just deduce that this is all non sequitur. So easy. Anyways, what should we do now? Should we do more FNAF scaling, or should we just do more Mario scaling? FNAF or Mario? I'm waiting. Play Incredible Gassy Obby on stream. Oh, fuck. Oh, FNAF, I already proved that it has like Nirvana, Collective Unconscious, Type 4 multiverses, platonic concepts, all of that. Who the fuck is this? I don't have a debunk for Madness Combat. Who said I had a debunk for Madness Combat? This guy? This guy? This is what you're talking about, Emma? Who the fuck is this loser? Hello, everyone. I want to debunk my murder drones today. So let's start. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. This is so... Oh, my God. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, I'm debating this dude. What is his Discord? Oh god, he's a pussy. Oh wow, you're fucking scaling Alistair. Gunshot, supersonic speed. Gunshot, supersonic speed. I'm speechless right now. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. Lucifer the. The Lich is 5D. How the fuck is Lucifer getting to 5D? No. 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 This is not how we're arguing this. This is not how we're doing this. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh great. This is perfect. This is perfect. Alright. Hello, today I want to debunk some arguments of FNAF fans who say that Springtrap has a little more. Wait, hold on, let me read a comment. Undertale dies to Ness. Get Ness get Ness to be instantaneous within an objective reality. I'll wait. Anyways. FNAF 3 lasts about 6 minutes. So, wow. Oh my god. What the fuck? Who? What the fuck? Yeah, I can't. Yeah, this guy's too ass, bro. I can't. Trevor Phillips. Am I the only one who thinks Hilbert space scaling is ass? Am I the only one who thinks Hilbert space scaling is ass? I made an argument about it lately. Alright. I'm going to debunk Hilbert space scaling because why not? Hilbert spaces are inherently 0D VIB. Information inscriptions need to be instantated and math can't be instantated, so therefore Hilbert space scaling is saying I'm 0D info. We can assume this via reducto ad absurdum and software ad via. It is logically possible for concepts lacking the relation of space-time, not in the domain of discourse, but to be uncontingent upon the state of affairs physically. This is using Aristotelian concepts, which would be actual but reliant on physical to define themselves, so it would be ontological browsing. We need to constitute an stability relation to V, aka a mere logical universe, onto the abstract ontological mode, moderate realism, somewhat like this, Aristotle's concepts. If we say X is grounded within a concept, it does not entail direct semantic equivalence, since that relates to tabulax rather than the semantic representations of X within a model, which would rely on the meta-language, aka the T-schema. Oh, this is just a free affirmation fallacy. Oh, this isn't a free affirmation fallacy since I'm giving a formal argument given a specific semantic representation. We can dismiss the argument also using this proposition as taken as axiomatic if we assert your razor being that invalidates the justification that there is no vertical assertion operator within a model if there is no semantic proof of it in the meta language. Then we can construct the proposition ST proves it of itself. It cannot be proven by the dialectical lemma, so that implies a contradiction within your logical system, which invalidates your use of the fallacy. And basically, I'm saying that we could ground X, for example, some abstract concepts such as information within a conjugate physical state of affairs, and it would be conjured by a priori given with respect to this model, which could be resolved through multiverse levels. This is shown to be the ideas of Aristotle. There could be relations from different ontologies, forms of being, etc., abstractions. Some of it can be grounded with the philosophers Turkish Tarsiki's ideas support from him. This proposition would be true if it is true in a higher order language that allows for it. I did that in like 10 seconds because I'm tough. Uh, all right, I guess we could start discussing my ADHD brain. Anyways, what are we doing now? We can watch some dumbass try to prove or try to debunk FNAF. Maybe not. Maybe so. Maybe yes. Maybe we could play some Roblox. I don't know. What do you want to do? That's appeal to possibility. So not gonna lie, I want to address Undertale's coming. My favorite series of all time, Undertale scaling. I have seen it get downplayed, downplayed, downplayed ever since the start. Jane the Killer versus Harmonica Hormone. Yeah, Jane the Killer has the power of Guardian of Red, which it basically gives like every ability that exists or not exists. So like complete arsenal and thoughtless complete arsenal on the omnipotent level. Because it's also implied that they give a omnipotence to, or whoever is omnipotent can really just resist the power of Guardian barely. Omnipotent in terms of that context would be like above creepy monster multiverse. Maybe. And the killer's the female Jeff the killer. No. Yeah, humans and creepypasta already do that. My bad if a bunch of people do have Sans top one in Undertale inverse. It depends. Are we including Gaster, who is a canon character, or not? Because if Gaster does, in fact, have. If you're including Gaster, then no, he would just be top two inverse. But Gaster, yes, he would. Oh, but Asriel Dreamer, Asriel Dreamer, Flowey literally states himself that Sand defeated. Flowey literally said himself that Sans defeated him. Not even in his like Flowey. We can just deduce it to be his Azrael form depending on the context because he can't really reset as a like right now. So inverse is like inverse is like Sand. Like, let's say like Goku versus Vegeta. Like that's inverse. It's within their verse. Um. Oh yeah, I was just killing. Hold on, let me get to it. There's timelines and alternate universes, which with the alternate universes would be like timelines parallel to each other. Timelines cover space-time continuums. Each timeline would be 4D, and states that they jump left and right like an infinitely branching ontology. There would be infinite opportunities. Basically, relates to infinite possibilities and so timelines have infinite opportunities, meaning one branch equals infinite amounts of timeline branches. And each universe, I mean, each timeline has quantum mechanics, some superpositions, which would be like high hyperversal. But actually, no, this would actually be 1T. You want to know why? Using quantum mechanics, if there's a nomological possibility, for example, a pink unicorn that can teleport every diagonal to world X to it, then the same happened to X probability, so it's 1 in a million chance. Adam's wave functions get to by Born rule, and we're going to use the David Dorse's proposition argumentation for quantum mechanics, and we end on the sides of the interpretation. Then that possible world, some people can choose example of Neutrino's energy, but you can appeal to quantum mechanics and say it can be an illusion. It's basically the same predicted by Leibniz's law. And since casualties is just heretic, we use this. I'm not arguing just because Bell's theory. Argue strictly against because Q and argue for some level of non-determinism stuff. Even in logics, it is not an axiom. We usually use stuff like Bayesian's inference to approximate a formalization. Therefore, it just be history. So that would just be 1T. The entire multiverse of other jet would just be 1T. Extended monorealism also exists because because people like to say, despite Pete being clearly shown to interfere with the timeline via loading, there is no indication that the save file is actually timeline at all. The save file does include time for the game, but this doesn't hold any value. To understand, we need to get to the roots of dimensionality. A literal contention to this premise would be that possible worlds being actualized by a form of possible worlds manipulation, of which the save file would share, which by this premise of them not being actual ontology, the index in the temporal dimension implies possible world manipulation. And superiority for classical forms of logic, which would make it 1T type 2. If we do presuppose a non-dialectical system, then this raises temporal issues such as the grandfather's paradox, of which the representations of which can be loaded through von Lorentz divergencies. So each timeline will just have like model realism, monological possibilities, and impossibilities, and extended realism. Now, do I have I remember at one time Bolo said me with a few amps over Firepug in the debate. Bro, Firepug's a low tier. Who the fuck even remembers Firepug? Like what the fuck? Nobody give a fuck about Firepug, that pedophile ass nigga. Papyrus states that each fucking timeline is based on sci-fi. I'll show you. And each timeline is basically based on science fiction. So, hold on. Do 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 do. Bala bala boo. He loves science fiction, especially when it's real. Oh shit! Fuck! Fuck! Right there. He loves science fiction, especially when it's real. Sci-fi has metaphysics stuff. So tough. Ah. Universes is Yanotail is also basically physically embodied with code. These verses have been shown to be embodied in lines of code, suggesting that the verse is a mathematical verse. This wouldn't be fucking 0D, as these are fucking actualized. I low key might debunk shit. Not gonna lie, maybe. It also has parallel worlds in their context. All that. Is Papyrus real? Maybe. Logical J is a low tier in the pedo. If the verse is tier 0 and the strong wait, hold on, let me if a verse is tier 0 and the strongest character is chosen one and embodies a tier 0 element, so is that character tier 0? Yes. I mean, that's kind of how power scaling works, you know? No, how dare you say that about Logical J? He's such a high tier. How dare you? I should ban you. No, I'm kidding. Nobody give a fuck about Logical J. Oh yeah, that's cool. So Undertale has like 34 multiverses and physics and sci. Sans Loki is tier 0, I'm not gonna lie. Darth Vader Darth Vader embodies the Force. The voice is idealism pure, everything and bit more so can Darth Vader is tier 0. Well, Legends, if you're talking about Legends, then maybe, because in Legends, he becomes one with the Force. The Force, in the context of Legends, is this omnipotent, omnipresent, metaphysical, holistic unity, all of that, like all tiers of attributes. So, I guess physical nomological limits, which is for max crazy. Not gonna lie. On PSDW, when they wait, hold on. On PSW, when they say logical space for 1T, what do they mean by that? That's basically the one part I'm confused on. Guess what? Just say model realism. That's it. That's basic. The best example I can give you is just model realism. He leaves his body to become the full force, but in the extent universe, it's the same force from the movies and comics, so Vader has the potential. Well, if you want to concede on the canon city of legends being canon to the canon one, like the canon timeline, then sure. Go ahead. I grant you full permission because in legends, a lot of characters they're fucking broken as fuck verse. Like a lot of them are. Question: do you think a structure could be used, just being perseveringly destroyed and erased? Yes, I do think. Yes, I do because just because you're destroyed or erased doesn't really affect the ontological status. Because if we do assume that, we just use incarnation, ineptitism, or meta ontological error theory. So I think we can just assume that, like, let's say X, right? X destroys a Y. The X destroys Y, which is a tier 0 structure. If Y is a tier 0 structure, and if they're destroyed, it doesn't really affect their ontological status, as we can infer in an incarnation. Actually, I made a whole thing for this. Hold on. I say that if we use incarnation, which equals to projection, equals basically how we may understand the object within a language or how we express it. So I guess enough something like for a material projection to hold on to the same values in the system identity and how it links to eptonism, that this would derive from the attributes that are fundamentally given to the air theoretic opposite object, which is the offer judgments put onto it. Basically, every judgment of what the nature, the schematics of it seems to match to zero. Okay, everything you say about it is false. This is all analytic. This is all true by analytical view. True. If we actually take the Aperion definition, then we take the infinitely thesis definition, which could be through ontology error theory. So, wait, hold on. So a character can be balanced if even if he has a weakness. Yes, I would recommend Aperion. What's up, gang? What's up? I think anybody can have a weakness or not a weakness. It's fiction. If we derive fiction from consciousness and we apply critical sum, which is a real concept, I'll actually fucking show you. Because people like to be. This guy is real. I'll just say, if we say fiction derives from imagination, right, or consciousness, right? Consciousness, which we can define as conago ergo, which implies the conscious as metaphysically possible. So if consciousness is derived from imagination / consciousness, fiction would be derived by physical possibility. So it's metaphysically 0 to have a fucking weakness. So all stuff is kind of ones. Yeah, it depends on the context if they're reliable or not. The character who is not bound by her offer scales. I don't know. To be honest, wait, what do you mean? Can you substitute that real quick? If you're not bounded by your offer, that would literally just be like Omniac? The character has meta-narrative reality warp skills beyond the concepts of her verse. Well, to be honest, if you're saying like character X is beyond Y who can offer, I'm pretty sure that'd just be Omnilock. Wouldn't that just be Omnilock? If y'all don't know who Omnilock is, Omnilock is hold on, let me get into it. Omnilock is stated to exist outside of everything, like absolutely everything. Okay, so yeah, that would just be Omni. No, but God, no shit. Zero. Oh, uh, that, that's crazy. Mm, I see. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to get Burger King for lunch. Null space. Oh no, null space. The thing that's limited by fucking time. Anyways, null. I'm not gonna lie. Null from Baldi can potentially beat Sonic. Hear me out. Null from Baldi can beat Sonic. Hear me out. And his beast form. You know, in Baldi's basics, there's a realm called the developer's room, which is a higher plane of existence within Baldi. Okay? Or you catching my drift? You catching my drift? And views the entire versus fiction, which would be like 5D to 6D because of the space time continuum existing within Baldi. And Baldi can skill to the player who can skill to Null. Affected that developer's room. Null space doesn't even exist. It's an illusion. Trust. And Manual can't. Manual can't. Please help me on this one. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Yeah, so we would just be like 6 then. So yeah, he would actually neg both Sonic. Okay. HC0D? What? Buddy. No. No, no. No, 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 no. We don't know. Actually, maybe in the low ball. It exists as a simulation. Oh, cool. 0D. No, I'm kidding. Sim. Hold on. I'll be right back. Guys, my Burger King arrived. Let's fucking go. Bendy was a little thing who was brought to life on the silver screen used to check. Not even. Go lower until I say so. Okay. I'll tell you where I skill. You just keep going lower. I should genuinely touch you because of that. Lower. Go lower. Lower. Not even wall. Keep going. I'll just say it. I'll have him at street level. Yep. He guessed it. Bendy is genuinely a fraud when it comes to scaling. Damn. Jeff the killer victim is diabolical. I'm not gonna lie, that's true. Like that's dead ass true. The same infinite power that gets contradicted by the fucking narrative value of what he can do. I'm saying infinite power is sometimes related to hacks. Sometimes. Not my Go Mario though. Not my Go Mario. Hey buddy. What's EXE? That better not be creepypasta EXE. That better be EXE verse. Yep. We all have Mario over. We all have Mario over gaming. We all have Mario second strongest in fiction. Okay, a single microcosm in Mario, which is described as a universe in Mario, is has collective conscious. You name a concept and I'll say Mario or not. Go ahead. So you want to get touched from the front or the back? Just let me know. Who the fuck is Dr. Paradox? Uh, no, it doesn't actually, because it's inferred to meta-ontological error theory. Also, I'll name every concept Mario has because he's so broken. Just a microcosm alone, which is the lowest universe. All right, y'all ready? Oh. Kabbalah, collective unconscious, ancient Egyptian mythology, cosmology, Christian cosmology, Quran cosmology, Islam cosmology. Um, what up? Hold on. Um, they're abstract and conceptual. Anything that is impossible exists within Mario. Um, Mario's universe is of possibilities. It contains everything that can be you can't be imagined. Any game passes all impossibilities. Every type of mathematics exists. All branches and an impossible mathematics exist in Mario's world. The fundamental law within Mario is all mathematical things exist. Contains galaxies. Galaxies are super spaces, and all of these galaxies are par- no, parallel to each other. My bad. And the microcosm has infinite planes of infinite spatial dimensions, infinite planes, and each plane of existence transcends the previous one, making it an entire sentences. These little planes are existed within the concept of space itself, which would just put an outer versal higher, infinite higher versal, and magic in the universe is unconscious. Play um everything is possible level. All collective imaginations, ideas, and belief of everything being based macrocosm itself. Macrocosm, actually. And Platonism exists in Mario. And Wiz cars, which are canon to Mario, has Hinduism, Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, Shinto, Islamism, Judaism, Christianity, Satanism, all of that. And I'm still not done. Yeah, Mario next Sonic. Just we have to admit that Mario next Sonic. It's kind of funny how one structure out of infinity within a Mario is already related. Tahoe, whatever. Mario's not winning against Sonic. You're never. Who's gonna tell? What the fuck? No, that's not how we do things around here, nigga. They're high hyper, but okay. Okay. Nice. Same logic that is literally viewed as fiction by be positive humans. Yeah, it's in the original. Sonic IXE where Tom, the entire Sonic franchise is fiction. It's just it's implied by the statement itself. And this is canon to Sega because you know the Sonic IXE references with the action. I don't see why the negative energy of Chaos Emeralds is not. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, Dark Sonic's a fraud. I hate to break it to you, but Mario already has this, so like as a single microcosm, which is established as a universe. I do have to say something about that. Are you saying that are you saying that this is like fantasy, like a fantasy world, or something that's of the fantasy, fantastical or not real? Oh. Mario's planet, like a planet in Mario's already like that. I'm not gonna lie. The chillest motherfuckers in the com are low key FNAF scalers. I'm back with a new profile picture. Tough. Fair enough. Never say that again. In the Fleetway comment, I need to see something on that shit. Not gonna lie. That's, that's literally what I'm trying to say, gang. Hold on. I'm back. I'm gonna go hydrate myself. Not gonna lie, I might go do that too. I'm gonna get some water. Oh, it's spooned. Holy fuck. Sounds like a good plan. Why are you learning my philosophies, blood? Just for practice. Me. Yes, actually. Rats, anime girls, to tier zero. Tough. Not gonna lie, it's not a rat if it's actually based on a true thing, so it's not really a rat in that case. Mario can negate that. Goku can negate that. Trust. All he says is "Let's go," and then he fucking negates reverse. Trust. Nice. What scaling should I address now? Because I'm bored. Who the fuck likes Ice Spice? Be dead ass. Who in this chat likes Ice Spice? If you say yes, you're banned. If you say you do, you're banned. No, I'm kidding. Not gonna lie. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe next year. That's if you are to see it, of course. I'll invite you to the help steal the face, I guess. Ice slide. What do I even say to this? Tyler's good. I do have a rat where Mario does actually transcend Marvel, by the way. I'm going by the Sonic fans' logic on that skill too. Mine videos are towards you for us. Get out. No, you don't. Stop. Nuh-uh. You don't do that. Guess what? Guess who's guess whose channel we're looking at? About the Oh yeah, I was listening to the song. It's fucking fire. Let's go to this. Read me. Let's read. Let's read, bro. W for creepypasta. You need to rep Mario now. Bro, RF, bro. RF. Reality over fiction transcendence. Bro. Be a sketch, low key. On my mama, this guy a Greeker. Me too. Huh? Wait, what? Same, actually. Also, I love it. Oh, I ate him. Pennywise is such a lesbian queen. He's a lesbian. It's a lesbian. Pennywise is a female. Stephen King is crazy. Preferred tiering system. Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Versus Battle Wiki as bonds. Not gonna lie, I downloaded those nights at Fredbear's. Should I play it on stream? I don't know if I downloaded the right one. Hold on, I have to go see. No problem. Anybody here? Like and subscribe. This person, fantastic person, all that. So I'll leave it up here until I get the game up. Where I don't know if I downloaded the fucking game. Hold on. Oh wait. It's only a demo. It's only a demo. I'll play the other one. Those nights at Fredbear's. Hold on. Oh my god, this is so tough. Alright, guys. I'm gonna be fucking scared when I play this game, so. Those dig night geek guy. Fredbear's were good. Nobody cares. Fuck you. Oh no. Bye bye. To crack them, hold up. I literally just cracked the animatronics, bro. I already grabbed it. Make me cracky Fredbear or Spring Freddy. It's laggy. Wait, is it dead ass kind of laggy? Fun! Play! I'm gonna touch myself. Locked. Where the fuck's the office? Why the fuck is this locked? Are they gonna come and raid me or what? Let me check my chat real quick. Can I join? I don't know if you can join straight. Maybe I'll think about it. I'm just kind of hoping that I don't get butt fucked by any of the animatronics, bro. Where the fuck's the office, bro? What is this? Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's fucking go, everybody. What the fuck are these cameras, bro? Get familiar with the leave? No, I don't want to get familiar. I want to leave. Cause touch me, bro. I'm gonna track them both for one final time before I leave. Alright, I'm out of here. I can't leave. Let me check my one more time. I'm not clank 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 is crazy. Not gonna lie, if y'all join up, get yourself in here. Not gonna lie, if y'all want to join up. Yay! All right, guys, night one. Here we go. You dumbass. Get the fucking. It's the 7 hours. Let me see when these doors close. I have to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hello. You can't does that COCD. Nobody's joining. If you want to join, join. That's fine. Like if you want to join, you can join. That's fine. Like if you don't want to join, that's fine. What? Scott Sonic's ascension to godhood? Whatever that is. Alright, guys. Let's be watching these diddlers. Just, they're threatening to touch you places that I don't. Where's Fredbear at? Hey, yo, Fredbear! There's, there's Fredbear. Um, turn. Low-key W. We're doing good so far. Huh? What does that say? Shift starts at 12 a.m. Shift over at 6 a.m. Pizza in this place is the best. Why we glazing? What? Oh! Where are you? Please don't come. No, like I'm scared. Where? Don't tell me he's outside my door. Don't tell me he's outside. Where did he go? I don't care. I might close that door. You slick. You ain't slick, little bud. You ain't. Better tell me where you are right now. What does that mean? Generator power. Wait, am I cooked? I'm standing here. Y'all can't get me from here. You know what? Maybe you can. I like fanboys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like fat boys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like fat boys. I'll promise. Oh my god. I'm not gay, bro. I'm not, bro. We should try the other fan game. We should try the like other those nights at Fredbear's game. Hold on. I think I have it. I have to abstract. What'd you guys get for Christmas? I got Mario themed things like Mario headphones, Mario pillows, blankets, all of. And I got this new computer that I'm currently using too. So that's tough. Yeah, I got some good stuff too. So Sonic EXE section to Godhood. What? He doesn't know ball, man. You don't know ball. Man, I can't wait to play this game. It's just a long time to download on. Heard this game was really scary to people, not gonna lie. Downloading required files. Thank you for downloading the required files. And please hurry up. Thank you very much. No, Sonic's a femboy. Get it right. Where's evil? I should genuinely touch you. I should genuinely touch you, bro. I never. No, no, that's not what I'm trying. No, don't twist my words. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Nice. Oh my god, download the fuck files. Oh wait, I don't even have to. Let's go. Alright, see ya, tanks. Tank Z, whatever. Hmm? Alright, this is the game where Fredbear runs really fast, so. Am I cooked? Maybe. What the fuck? There's. I guess I have no choice but to go in. These kids were kidnapped by the same day they made drawings, by the way. I can't see shit. What's this? What the fuck? What am I doing?
Hey, Julio. Listen, I want to apologize again for the super short notice that you're working the night shift for this last week before the renovations. I had this week booked off several months in advance for my sister's, and Damien just quit. At least I assume so. He doesn't answer his phone, and he hasn't written anything in to say he's. So I guess he just kind of saved enough to.
This is so fucking overwhelming. Hold on.
Quit? I don't know. But that left us with just you. Not ideal, but you are the person qualified to do the job out of everyone. Good thing is, you get a bit of extra pay. Before anything else, I got to do the legal stuff. You got all of this in person when you started during the day, but now you're going to get the night security version because there are some differences. All right, so we're good when you want to tune back in. All right, let's see. Oh God, here we go. Welcome to Fred Bear's Family Diner. Where you, do you have any questions before I let you? Hello, hello. Stay safe, all right?
Actually, I want to go to. I want to go. I'll try his stream out. Hold on. What was this channel again? I forgot. Trying to find his channel. All right, let's see. Hold on, I got it.
Hollow Live generally sucks at. Yeah, of course it does. Like,
Don't let Firepug hear that, bro. We'll start tweaking. Do you mean my VTubers aren't high 1A from the Touching Grass Twitter statement?
Wait, who?
Huh?
Who?
Firepug.
Who?
That guy's like
Who that?
irrelevant now.
Please, Bolo, let me hit. Paxton's chill, bro. Stop taking my man.
Bro, Paxton,
Please
chill.
let me hit. Yeah. Firepug is a lolly. Yeah.
Hank is 5 deep to outer.
He goons to the 7-year-old.
I have good arguments for it. send. Karu's here. Wait, Karu, sorry, I kind of leaked it in your server. Oh, yeah? I told you you'd get mad. I have food holo args. GPPD. Sorry.
See. Well, I'm probably gonna end the stream here. It was a pretty good stream. I liked it. Everyone else liked it. So I'll see y'all on the next stream. All right. Bye bye.